Hi, everybody, and welcome to OJT Talk. And today, we get to take a break and breathe and just have girl talk. So, really quick, before we get started, and I'll tell you guys what our topic is that we're going to be discussing. Welcome, Kiara. Hey, Lydia.
Hello.
Kiara, I'm so glad that you're here for this. This is going to be awesome. We're actually going to be discussing the sugar daddy underworld. And there is one, and it is very, very real.
Mm-hmm.
So right off the bat, I'm just going to say, so for most of you, a lot of people know that I'm divorced. I divorced my husband. I filed for divorce 2 years ago. And I guess when it got out, I'm really not sure, since I have a strong personality. I didn't even say anything about dating, but the amount of married men that hit me up. So besides the fact that you're disrespecting your wife, you come at me, of all people. You're married and you think that you're going to have it in with me. That's your first mistake.
Right.
But how insulting to come at me and offer me money, offer to pay things. That's an insult.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been a hoe, never been a prostitute. That's not doing anything for me. And I'm so confused, Lydia and Kiara. Why are married men and older men comfortable approaching women like this? I don't get it. So who wants to go first to try to respond to my question?
I mean, I'll go first.
Okay,
it's a very, very prevalent issue.
It really is
nowadays. Personally, and I've had friends mention things and their experiences of married men definitely trying to get at them through social media. And I don't know if it's because social media gives us access to a little bit of everybody, and you can hide things and delete things and, be really sneaky, but it's very common, which is upsetting and scary for me as, a person who's dating. You want to be able to trust that person, but with social media, it's really hard. It's really hard.
It is, and they can be anybody they want to be. It might take you a minute to kind of, catch on to what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, I really feel bad for single people these days, because you guys have to look for everything. Like everything. You have to be wary of this and that and everything else like that. But Kiara, were you done? Because I don't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, no. I'm done.
So I know for a fact my daughter went to school with a couple of people, college friends. And one of them, she paid her rent. She did everything from the sugar daddies. They were mostly older men. Mostly old, huh? I don't know. I mean, she could say they were, she could say they weren't. It didn't matter. It didn't matter to her. She was just trying to get what she wanted from them. She said,
basically she was were they having sex with you?
She would tell my daughter to join her, go on like a date with another one of these friends or whatever. And my daughter would say no. She's like, well, you don't have to sleep with them. But she did. The girl, my daughter's college friend, did on a lot of occasions. But yeah, the sugar daddy underworld is really real. And a lot of it are older men. So a lot of them are married, but I don't know how many are single, but it's very, very prevalent. It's not something that, it's not a minor thing anymore.
Wow.
But the sad part is, when those not isolated situations happen, because obviously it's happening, the sugar daddy sugar babies is what they're called, sugar
Exactly.
babies.
Yep.
Dynamic, that happens, but I think men forget that that's not every woman. Like, we're all not trying to, do all these things, right, for money or financial gain or support. It is really demeaning.
It is.
For them to automatically assume that, okay, all women want is money. So if I just do this and pay her off, and then I'll get what I want.
Yes. Yeah, I'm like, nah, bro, you don't realize that's it. Because that's insulting.
But I wonder how many people actually they approach like that and they actually accept it, and that's why they feel like
thinking, because there's like a whole different level of confidence. And of course, I mean, I've been out of the dating game for a very long time, but I'm like, that's a big turnoff.
right.
I don't know. We're definitely not looking for the same thing. I'm not saying that like I want to go run off and get married next month or anything like that, or next year. But if I'm in a relationship, with one person. We're gonna build a rock solid foundation and grow together. I'm not into that. I'm not doing that. And Ania told me, she said, you know what? She said, you should take a screenshot, she said, of those messages and send them to their wives. And
Wow.
I said, you know what? I said, I'm not down for that type of drama,
Right.
especially since I'm not interested. But
Right.
here I go, Kiara and Lydia, I'm getting ready to veer off. Some of the women know.
Yes.
Some of the women know.
Yes.
Where are your standards? What is going on?
Yeah.
Y'all help me.
Before we veer off on that, I want to tell you that I feel like this sugar daddy, sugar baby whole thing has become another part.
Wait, who's the sugar baby? The girl?
The girl is the sugar.
The girl is okay.
Yes, the girl's a sugar baby.
Okay.
This is becoming like another gig economy thing.
Wow.
To me, that's what it has become. But as far as the women who know and don't address it with their husbands and stuff, I don't really know. I mean, maybe they're just afraid to be alone. I don't have a clue why a woman would just sit by and let her husband do this. I don't know.
I'm the same way. I don't know personally how a person can sit by and know that their husband is out there trying to do extracurricular activities and pay somebody off for it.
Right.
Like I agree. Where are your standards?
Yeah.
And where is your self-worth?
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't. I can't co-sign on that at all.
Mm-hmm.
So for all of the fellows, guys, dudes, whatever, that are watching this, don't approach Vonda. That's a no. If you're married, stay at home with your wife. Don't come at me, because guess what? I just might take my daughter up on her suggestion and send everything you send to me in a DM or a message and send it to your wife.
She making you go viral.
That's right. Making you go viral. Look, I can make some money that way.
Exactly.
I want to know too, you're talking about the women who accept it, but what about the sugar babies themselves? I mean, where's your self-worth there?
That is true.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And
like, go ahead.
See,
we all got something to say.
Go ahead, Kiara.
To even think, man, if Ania or Alexa, I mean, they're both in relationships, so we'll just pretend that they're not. If they were like, oh, mom, I got a friend, and it's somebody my age or older, no, you don't. No, that's a wrap. No, you don't. What?
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It
on
is.
like so many levels.
I think, and again, no, I would never. I would never. It's not, but I would never. I think it's two things. I think it's half of self-worth and half of, is this a tool of survival? Because sometimes people have learned through their like past trauma and stuff to do things that they need to do in order to survive.
Yeah.
Because they may not have liked feeling broke or not having stability financially. And that could be a childhood thing, but that's getting into a whole nother thing. But you just never know why people become sugar babies. Not saying that it's a good thing, but it could be a couple of reasons to that.
And Kiara, I'm glad. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, and that's why she's a therapist AF.
Hello. You hit on it, because I was gonna say, first of all, I know people should never use the phrase I would never, or this could never. Ania and Alexa would never be dating somebody my age or older. I'm very confident about that. But so where did they, in my opinion, like, I can't remember the name, but that old pastor, it went viral, that was having sex with this young girl, and she videotaped it and put it out on social media, and he was married. Like, why would you be comfortable at the age, not even 21 yet, of sleeping with somebody that's old enough to be your grandfather? Like, where there is something very, very disturbing about that.
Right.
I can't grasp it, but I do have standards, and if you want to get my attention, that's not the way. And I'm not going to tell y'all the way, because I don't need a lot of dudes coming in my direction right now, but that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to get my attention.
You can't give away those cheat codes, Wanda.
What'd you say, Lydia?
You can't give away those cheat codes.
No, can't give away those cheat codes. Look, not to be.
Exactly.
Can't do it. So it's disturbing. And I didn't know until right now, when we were having this conversation, Lydia, how like big it was, how common this was. But yeah, I can't do it. And not gonna do it.
Well, a word to all the fellas out there. If you're a sugar daddy and that's what you're used to doing, don't assume every woman you meet that you're attracted to is willing to be a sugar baby. That will get you slapped. I'm just saying.
Hello?
Or cussed out. One of the other ones. But don't do that. Don't assume that just because you've done it before and it worked before, that it worked for anybody, because that's not how it goes. You ain't that good.
Hello. So before we close this out, Kiara, was there anything else you wanted to say or add?
Not at all. This was a very good one. For sure. And I really hope I hope that men, I hope they're able to comment or something and give a little bit more insight as to why it's so prevalent and why they assume that every woman is lumped into that category, because I definitely love to hear what connection there is there.
And you know what, Kiara, that's a good point. I would too, because we're all different. I mean, it's like, come on, dude. I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. I'm right. Fonda. I'm not following anybody's lead but my own. So Kiara, that's a very good point. Don't lump us all together. We all have our own minds, the way we think and process things. So yeah, don't put us all together. Don't do that. So before we wrap up, Kiara, please let everybody know where they can find you at, and don't forget to let them know about your YouTube channel.
Okay, so again, my name is Kiara Jones. I am a therapist. I have a therapy page. It's so Therapist AF on Instagram. I also have an art page, k.soleil artwork on Instagram. And I also have like art shorts now on Kiara J on YouTube.
Nice.
Yeah. Congrats, Kiara.
Thank
Congrats.
you.
Lydia.
Thank you.
My name is Lydia, and you can find me on all social media at just Lydia111. I am seldomly on Instagram, just FYI. Trying to do some Twitter, but I'm still kind of a novice. But you can find me all the time on Facebook. I at least scrolled over that once a day. But anyway, you come catch me at just Lydia111, and if you get a chance, go by ojusttalk.net and check out our merch. And there's a link there for our podcast as well, so you can catch up on anything you've missed.
Awesome. And I am Vonda. You can find me at Just Talk or Ovonda, OHBONDA, on all social media outlets. And I will follow you guys back. Remember, the comeback is always greater than the setback. And if you like these girl talks that we're having, hit us up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let us know. And if there's a guy, a sugar daddy even, that's willing to come on and go public, you're willing to do the shit behind the scenes, we welcome you. Come on.
Absolutely. Come on.
Come on with it.
So, stay safe, everybody.